coming to you live from Toyota Stadium before tonight's outstanding Copa Tejas final. My name is Steve Arders. I'm co-founder of Copa Tejas, Texas, and I'm hosting this segment because apparently their on-air talent is stuck in traffic. So we have some great guests. We're going to have the big reveal coming up, and we're going to talk a little bit about Copa Tejas, what it means to all the supporters groups across the state. So to kind of kick things off, get it started, I'm going to throw it to each one of the supporter leaders, let them talk a little bit about themselves and their organization. So we'll start on the right with Stephen.
How y'all doing this afternoon? My name's Stephen Gould. I am the president of the Dallas Beer Guardians, a supporters group for FC Dallas that was founded in 2011. We are celebrating our 10th year as a supporters group for FC Dallas. Fantastic to get this off the ground, and thank you to Steve and Danielle for reaching out and linking us up with Copa Tejas. We can be more excited.
My name is Luis Dollar. I'm the president of El Matador here at FC Dallas. We are the lone Hispanic SG here in Frisco. We've been here since been here for 12 years now. So we're going since 2009. So we're really excited to be here. Thank you for the striker. Thank you for Steve for the invite. And good to see you guys. And we're looking forward to competing for a trophy tonight.
So go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, I'm Tony Cardoni, president of Austin Anthem. Board member for Copa Tejas, and I think I can speak for all of us here when we're somewhat pleased that Houston is not, but happy to be here and good to kick this off.
Hi, my name is Serafina. I'm part of the starting 11 leadership for Los Verdes. Thank you for FC Dallas and everyone for hosting us here at this amazing stadium. We're really excited to have our first season and our first year as a supporters group. We're all about community involvement, community engagement, connecting them to our awesome team in Austin.
So my co-founder is Danielle Goronsky, who is back in San Antonio because of a scheduling commitment, but she's running all of the social media, which we certainly appreciate. So also just a quick shout out, wanted to say that on the way over to the stadium, I called Jeff Bonilla of the Surge and said, hey man, chin up, maybe next year.
Condolences.
So let's talk a little bit about Copa Tejas and what this is really going to mean tonight and what it's going to mean for the SGs both in Dallas and Austin. You guys want to?
You want to go first? You want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I think from the get-go, right, this was all about creating or contributing to the history of what is essentially the world's game, right, here in Dallas. How do we move the game forward? How do we contribute to the history that is, the global game, the world's game here in Dallas? So, thinking globally, acting locally, this seemed like the right thing to do when, that third team was announced in Texas. It was something, you and I spoke about, I guess, late last year. So, been in the works for 15 plus months now, I think. Right. And, we're coming to that final day of year one, and it can be more exciting. I couldn't be more excited personally.
Yeah, and I'll add to that. When Steve reached out to Steven, it was kind of like one of the best things that could have happened to us, because it was right at the time where we were being pushed by our front office, by the Austin front office, by the Houston front office to start a rivalry of sorts. And Steve and Daniela came to us at the right time, and we're so happy. We have a supporters-led cup, we're just happy to be here, I'm really excited for the people at home to see the trophy. It's brilliant. We saw the renderings early on and stuff, and we could have never imagined it being as nice as it is. So
it's true.
I can't wait for them to see it at home, and we're excited for the challenge tonight.
Absolutely. So the bowling company, it's coming up. The reveal is coming up in just a minute. And we have we have Doug Marold and Ryan Slack, and they're going to kind of tell us all of the different components of it and what went into the design, which, as Louis said, is absolutely brilliant. But if you guys want to talk just a little bit about Austin and what Copa Tejas means. You want to start?
Yeah. I think this is the best way to welcome us to the league and the team and to being this new team in Texas. We finally have these three amazing teams here. Soccer in Texas is also just great and growing rapidly. And to have this kind of tournament and for it to lead down our very first season to lead to this game today against FC Dallas, versus Austin FC for the fight against the best team in Texas. It's the best welcome for Austin MLS.
Yeah, and I think the great thing about this trophy is it's in addition to the Texas Derby that you guys already have established with the Cannon. right? You've got your thing, but this is for all of Texas now. And I think with Steve's got his experience with the USL and knows how important it is to the number of teams in the USL, and we think MLS can take it to the next level. So we hope this will probably live in Austin, but we're willing to accept that it may not.
So I'm already getting calls about early market visits for 2022 when the trophy is coming. And so I said, well, hang on. Let's get through tonight first. But one thing that we should really point out, we're coming to you from the U.S. Soccer Hall of Fame here in Frisco. And if you can see behind us are World Cup trophies. And so what better place to reveal this fabulous new Copa Tejas MLS trophy? So do we want to go ahead and bring them over? The drums.
Drum roll, please.
Dun.
It looks good.
It looks fantastic. It looks amazing.
So let's go ahead and so Ryan or Doug, do you guys just want to start with from the base? I'm telling you, every piece of this, people when they see it, they go ooh ah. So start top, bottom, top, and show us.
So the entire trophy, the silver portion is solid silver. It's 5.5 pounds, which is 88 ounces of silver. You have a solid 14 karat gold.
You want to use this one right here?
Yep.
Yeah, here. I'll trade it there. Sorry, no worries.
No worries. You got it?
All right. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
All right.
Excellent.
So solid silver, like I said, it's all handmade, hand worked. This is a gold star here to symbolize the Lone Star State. You have the state of Texas here as the base. I'll twist it a little bit so the panhandle's over here. And then from there, we have it kind of tornadoing up into the cup itself. It's fully engraved. And then you have the star off the San Jacinto Monument as the top part here. This is a cool piece for us. This is the Bolin Company's DNA here. We're an old saddle maker. We've been around for 100 years. And this piece right here is what would go on, it's called the front cantle. It would go on the gullet of a saddle. And so we were able to press two of them, cut them apart, and solder them together to form this ornamentation here. So this is a die that we've had from the 30s. So there's some cool history here. The base is solid walnut. And again, that was handmade by one of our guys that we brought into this project. So we're super proud, super happy that it came out this way, and very happy to be revealing it to everybody right now. So, and I'll hand it over to Ryan. Ryan, he's one of the designers at the Bolin Company, and he helped come up with the initial concept. So
when we found out we were making this project, which is a great honor, by the way, we knew we wanted this trophy to be a condensed shot of Texas. We wanted it to be Texan through and through. And we went through a lot of concepts, and what we ended up with, I am super happy with. So as you can see, the base actually forms the shape of Texas. The wooden base itself is a locally sourced walnut made by a local Texan. And I kind of wanted it to feel like the entire trophy blooms out of Texas. And I think we achieved that. I'm super happy with the way it came out. It's Texan, it's Western, and it's all handmade here in the state of Texas. So not
So when you all are able to see it up close, I mean, you really get to see the etchings, and some of the engravings are just fabulous. So one thing we will tell you is the top actually does remove, but we have it secured for tonight just so that everybody can see it and what it's like. But this actually does come off, and this ornament element of the Texas star is just fabulous. So I mean, there's so many things, and of course that star is just it's stunning. When just anecdotally, very quickly, they were just finishing it last night when we were picking it up, and Doug was nice enough. The bowling company kind of got some margarita mix and some makings for some margaritas, and so we had a couple of rounds of margaritas, toasting and just admiring the trophy, and it was kind of a really great kickoff. Stephen was there, and a couple of other people, so it was fabulous, really really nice.
Celebrating that it's, we were having nightmares that we weren't going to be able to finish in time for everybody. We know what this means, and we weren't intentionally dragging it out for everybody, but I'm glad that it came together when it did. And again, just an absolute honor, being a native Texan, born and raised here, to be able to contribute like this to soccer, to Texas soccer is, like I said, it's our pleasure.
Absolutely. And like what we've talked about, this trophy, as nice as it is for the very first Copa Tejas final here in Dallas, but what about in 3 years or 5 years or in 10 years, what this is really going to mean? It's going to be a priceless item. So thank you again to the bowling company.
And one of the cool things about it is that it is designed so we can remove it from the base. We can add tiers to it. So as teams continue to win, we continue to honor them. So
absolutely. Outstanding. So what do you guys, approval all the way around? And
yeah. That's great. Blown away. I mean, I think just absolutely blown away. I think the timeless look of it, right? Just the fact that it encapsulates the past in the San Jacinto Monument, the future in regards to, again, soccer just being the world's game, and looking forward to the World Cup coming to the United States and Dallas, and just encapsulating everything about the entirety of our state and all that. And the Western engraving and the flame engraving is just exquisite. I was blown away. I was blown away when I first saw it.
Yeah, and I know Steve already mentioned some of the engravings when you get real close up and personal with it. I mean, he can't be more right. I mean, it's fantastic. When you guys see it in person for the first time, I think you're going to be blown away. It's truly fantastic. And I believe it's mostly all silver, correct?
it's
completely
sterling,
except for that little bit of gold on the front star. It's 100% sterling silver.
And that also adds to the value of it. I mean, most people, when they think of a trophy, it's just some knockoff. This was a lot of work that was put into it. It's a very nice piece of a trophy, and so I think people are gonna be really proud from all three teams of how it turned out. So
yeah, I mean, I do have a question though. Was the margarita before or after you screwed the lid on last night?
They were after.
Ask them, yeah.
That's all right. No, I think, but like we talked about when we did the designs and stuff, we were like, all right, we got a couple that we think we can do, and this was like not like the first one, because like, oh, that's such a long shot, right? That's a lot of detail to get in the first year.
Yeah.
And I think it looks pretty darn good, and I think we nailed it for the first year, and you guys did a great job.
Yeah, that subtle detail of the base being the shape of Texas. That's once y'all see this in person, it's fantastic.
Yeah, exquisite detail. Just couldn't be more thrilled, and yeah, just so excited for tonight, I guess.
It's gonna look great in Austin, man.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, this is FC Dallas's worst season since the South Lake season for all of us who've been around for a long time, and for us to be playing for a trophy at the end of the season, I mean, I'll be honest, I think Steven can probably attest to this. Most FC Dallas fans have been looking forward to this game for a while.
Yeah.
Because we've been out of the playoff picture for a long time now.
Yeah.
So we're really excited for tonight. It's going to be actually fun to be here for once in the past 2 months. So no, but all jokes aside, we're really excited for tonight. We'll add to our trophy cabinet, hopefully.
I think one of the cool things we really liked about this too was the supporter-led stuff of this. You talked about it earlier, how the clubs would love to do this. Like, I'm sure you would. But Texas is really for the supporters, right? This is our thing. We live here all the time. We've suffered and unsuffered through seasons of you guys in FC Dallas as with our first division or second team backups here, and it's really nice to see this kind of all go. All right, this is ours. It's not any one person. It's all the communities.
It's been a great way to connect and meet all of the other Texan supporter groups as well. Y'all have been so fantastic and welcoming, and we're excited for the rest of the years of our games together.
And I'll say one last thing. I know Jeff just DM'd me on Discord. Hey, Jeff from the Surge. Really wish you could be here. No, but in all seriousness, Jeff from the Surge is fantastic. He's great to work with. I think Steve can attest to that. And we look forward to seeing you, Jeff, soon.
And the folks from La Bandera Negra, all those guys over there in Houston, they put work into this as well.
Texian Army.
Texian Army,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
So sorry they couldn't be here, but also kind of not sorry that it's going to be one of us, and hopefully it's us. But again, years and years of this, I think we'll see Houston into this.
Good. So that concludes the big reveal. As you can see, an amazing trophy for the first MLS Copa Tejas. We couldn't be prouder. There's more segments coming from Striker Texas, I believe, the rest of the afternoon. Stay tuned, and we will see you soon.